It can be a really helpful tool to have a selection of night diary prompts readily available for use whenever you feel the need to use them. When we think about journaling, we frequently picture it as something that is performed as part of a daily ritual. For example, we could write a few morning pages while we enjoy a hot cup of coffee and try to start the day off on the right foot by engaging in some introspection. Even while we're all for writing in a journal first thing in the morning, there are also significant advantages to writing in a journal before bed. When we get our thoughts from the day out on paper, we can clear our brains and make them ready for a restful night of sleep. When we get our thoughts from the day out on paper, we can clear our minds. In addition to this, our memories of the day will still be fresh, which means that we won't forget any essential particulars. The following list of 50 ideas for bedtime writing prompts can be included into your regular routine to assist you in falling asleep more quickly and bring you one step closer to living your best possible life. What is going through your head at the moment? What do you consider to be the highlight of today's activities? Please tell me one item that went well today and one thing that didn't go so well. What did you accomplish today that you feel particularly proud of? What is one thing you can do tomorrow that your future self will be thankful for? And how can you make it happen? Have you experienced any moments of genuine connection today? If so, who were you with at the time? When do you feel like you've had the most sleep? What is the one thing that you absolutely must get done first thing in the morning? What steps can you take to ensure that it is completed? Put in writing 3 feelings that you experienced today. When was the last time you did anything that forced you to step outside of your usual routine and challenge yourself? Put in writing 5 things for which you feel grateful. Do you feel that you are normally living in the moment that you are in right now? If not, then what is holding you back? How would you describe your day thus far using only one word? What new information did you pick up today? When do you have feelings of love? How do you prevent yourself from getting sidetracked? And what do you do when it happens? Compose a letter to your younger self explaining how things turned out and send it back to yourself. What exactly would take them by surprise? Thrilled about? Are you discouraged by? What is one step you can take to make a difference in the lives of others? What does it mean to you to live your best life, and how do you plan to do that? What does your typical evening routine look like? And how can you adjust it so that it better reflects who you are as a person and how you want to live your life? Which of these things do you need to stop holding on to? What do you believe your closest friend would say to you regarding the situation in which you are currently experiencing anxiety? You should take a long, deep breath in with your nose and then slowly exhale through your mouth. How do you feel? What is it that you do that makes you feel bad about yourself? What steps can you take to move closer to letting go of it? Please think of a person, a location, or an activity that brings you joy. When are you the most comfortable being who you are? How would you describe the life of your dreams? What are the most important goals you have right now? Are you making concerted efforts to achieve them? If not, then why not? Which of the following is now serving as a source of stress for you? What do you consider to be the highest praise somebody has ever paid you? What steps can you take to ensure that you maintain your concentration? What are you ruminating on when you feel like your mind is starting to wander? What does it mean to you when someone says they are personally growing? And how can you make it a reality in your own life? What's one thing you've learned in the past year that you didn't know when you started? In a broader sense, how do you feel about the upcoming day? After a particularly trying day, what is the one thing that never fails to cheer you up? Make a list of 5 wonderful things that have occurred in the past 10 years and include them. What is something that is going to happen in the not-too-distant future that you are particularly excited about? What kinds of recurring patterns do you observe on evenings when you have problems going to sleep? What is one fact about you that you wish people knew but they don't? Think of 3 simple things you can do to simplify your life throughout the upcoming week. Which of your memories do you cherish the most? What exactly is it that your inner critic is trying to tell you right now? What actions may you take to prevent him or her from speaking? On a scale from 1 to 10, How would you rank the current status of your mental health? And what are some ways in which you may work to improve it? Have you been successful in achieving the goals you set for yourself today? If not, then why not? Describe a location that you've been to where you were overcome with joy. What is it about yourself that you feel could use some improvement? Why? Where do you want to be when you wake up? What do you hope to bring into being in the next day? Give an example of a guilty pleasure for which you are, in some way, thankful.